guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you my KAISER moveset that I made in the strongest battlegrounds. Now my last Sukuna moveset, I didn't really know what I was doing. It was my first moveset, but now I got a little bit better grasp on it, so I should have a pretty better moveset. So if you do like it, make sure to like and subscribe for more. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so for my first move I'm going to show you is probably the coolest and the one that I want to show the most. It's my counter. Now for this counter, for the normal just counter, I have the Wabu animation. I just cut it off so it looks like a little crouching down. So that's what the counter looks like when you don't hit it. But when you do counter, I have a ton of stuff. So first off, I made my own animation for this. It looks like Kaiser's animation that he does when he gets tackled. And he does, here let me show you. It looks like that. And as you can see, I made it so it releases like a huge blast. And just a few things I would like to show. So first off, I add these things called manga panels, and these are kind of like just little boxes that say words, and I thought it would make it look better, and it does. It adds a little bit more flavor to it, so you should probably use them in your moveset generation. And another thing I used is, of course, a ton of sounds to really give it like the heavy impact that I wanted to give it. And for the visuals, I just used a mix of pre-made and non-pre-made. So it's just a mix of both. You know, some simple stuff and then some huge stuff like that. And I also mix these two together to give it like that blue look. So yeah, I feel like it went pretty well. I made sure to make it, you know, like a normal counter. Enemy can't move. Added these hitboxes that makes it launch him. Added the actual launch thing to make it so he rolls backwards. Added a couple screen shakes. Add some craters, and this is a debris line. So this is like the giant punch thing that you see. There it is one more time. This is probably the best move I've ever made. Just because of like all the work that went into it is way above what I usually do. So that's why I wanted to show it first, because most people only stay for the first couple minutes, and I just wanted to get this out of the way. So yeah. Okay, so for this one is kind of like a kick with like an energy beam coming out. Now I know Kaiser didn't actually do this, but it's creative liberty, so I figured I would just make a cool little move like this. So as you can see, the first part, this is just like the actual person kicking. I got just the normal hitbox that moves from here to here. I got a little burst right there. Another one, a little wind, and then I have a animation. It's a pre-made one, I just renamed it the Kaiser Impact. And I got two sounds right here. Strong kick and rapid wind spin to give it like the kicking noise. Now this is just the person kicking. For the actual like hit, when it explodes on someone, I use just the beam explosion and fire explosion sound. It's pretty simple. I use branches to make this work, so I use the branches on this. And for the visual, to give it that little like energy look, like right there, I just stacked a bunch of these visuals. This is what it looks like on its own, but I just stacked a bunch of pink and blue, just all sorts of colors. Actually, no, just those two colors, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it makes it look pretty good. There's probably a better way I could have done this, but it worked, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let me show you again. Yep, that's it. Now, this one is really weird. So, originally, I wanted it to be like a little dash move, where they dash, and then if they hit someone, they do like a giant punch, except whenever I use it on the dummy, all of the effects don't load in. So, I don't know if it'll... Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. But if you go back to when I showed it on the dummy and just like the normal map, it only did the lightning, it didn't do like the little purple flame. So I really don't know what's wrong with this. I tried doing a lot of different things, but it's not showing all of the effects for some reason. But yeah, going past that, this is what it looks like normally. Now for the run, I used something called KAISER Movement. Now I didn't know what this was beforehand, but it's pretty much like, it's like it makes your character jump, and you can change how high you jump, how far you jump. Now for this, I wanted to make it look like a run, so I made the arc height very, very small. I made the distance just normal distance, and I made it a normal duration. And it kind of glitches out. There, that's better. As you can see, it just goes forward and the hitbox travels with it, so it makes it, you know, actually follow the movement. Now, for the animation, I just used, I think this is from, I forgot his name, the kicking guy, whatever his name is, from TSB, the guy who has the dragon. But yeah, this is one of his moves, it's just a running move. I have a light crater impact sound, and I have after images, because I thought it would look cool. And I think it does add a lot to it. And of course, you know, I got a little step to make it look, you know, impactful. And I also have, you know, just normal effects, stuff like that. Play it again. Now, see, it glitches sometimes. I don't know why it glitches. But yeah, the effects are coming from that are actually from the visual on the hitbox, not the actual person. Now I did that because it was acting really weird, so I just moved it over because it made it simpler and it was just easier to manage. But for the hit, I used Rising Fist, which is also one of the kicking guy's moves. But yeah, this one has two hitboxes actually, because I wanted to make it like a delayed impact. So I got this one does the damage, and this one does the launch. So it's like bam, bam, there you go. And it stuns them so they can't move. I made sure to add a bunch of effects, add a debris line to make it impactful, add a little camera shake, make it even more impactful, you know, just the normal stuff. And you choose whatever effects you think are best. I just chose these because I thought they were good. This is from Genos, and this is just like a normal particle. Now, I don't know why they won't come together, like they won't show up together in the actual game, but I don't know. It's some glitch that either I can fix or I can't fix, so yeah, that's it. For this one, I kind of went on my own a little bit. So, I know grabbing someone and slamming them to the ground and kicking them isn't really something Kaiser did in the anime or manga, but I figured Kaiser's like really physical, so I figured if he could have a really physical move, so I added this move. It's a grab move, and it it takes a little bit of learning to learn how to do the grabs and stuff like that, but it's mostly like you have to have a grab and a grab release. Now have the grab release before you do the launch or else you'll break it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This one is actually from the psychic person, the green haired person. It's her grab, and I thought it looked like a good grab and throw, so I used it. And yeah, it just throws them on the ground. Bam, bam. Pretty good. And that's what it looks like with effects. It's kind of glitchy in the viewer, but it works in the map, so that's all I'm worried about. But right here, the body velocity, this is what I use to slam the dummy down. You have to make sure the targeting uses the dummy's targeting, and you just pretty much say throw him down, and for how long, you know, stuff like that. And for the actual hit, I put everything ahead a little bit because I didn't want it to like immediately start kicking. I wanted a little pause, you know, add impactfulness. But yeah, I pretty much use, as you can see, I used the final hunt and earth splitting strike. I repeated earth splitting strike twice because I thought it was a good kick to do twice. But here's what it looks like. Now this is really good with the crater because it really just adds, you know, adds a lot to the move. And I made sure to anchor the victim so he can't jump out or anything like that when this is happening. And I made a huge hitbox, so if like anyone else is in the area, it also impacts them too. You know, to stay true to the actual like VFX of the move. But yeah, I use these actual sounds that just save ground crater, so I figured it'd be good. I use ground impact, and I think I use ground crater 1, so I use different sounds for each one of the kicks. And added a camera shake on every single one of the kicks to add, you know, that little impactfulness. And for this, I just used the same one, but I made it bigger each time. And I think that really adds to the move. So yeah, that's about it. This was a really good one, but it wasn't really on with the idea of Kaiser, so that's why I chose to do it last. But yeah, I like it. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'm getting kinda good at these. I feel like it's a lot better than my Sukuna one. My Sukuna one was a little bit iffy, but this one I feel like is a lot better. So if you guys have any ideas, make sure to like and subscribe and tell me what ideas you want me to make. Because I'm open to any characters you want me to make. But yeah, so make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, see ya.